Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So today we're going to talk about how to double your income on any rental property. How to double your income on any rental property. But before we get started, I need for you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. All right, so number one, buy in a better location. Buy in a better location. So when we talk about better locations, people watching me, you are from different areas, of course, right? And so your definition of better may be different from somebody else's definition of better. Better. So often we talk about better in terms of crime-free areas, which I find to be very interesting because they like to paint certain people as criminals, whereas there's this whole government program orchestrated where they pay people to stalk other people. So when you think about the criminals, who are the real criminals out here working in secrecy, right? So you got your all straight out crime that's covered on the news every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But then you got your undercover crime, and it's highly orchestrated, actually paying people to commit these crimes. All right, so buying in a better location, whatever that means to you, right? So not buying in crime-ridden areas, um, buying in higher income areas. Reason being is that you can charge more rent, right? You can charge more rent. Also, things are going to be lower in those areas. For example, insurance, for example. All right. So they often charge higher insurance in areas that they consider to be crime ridden, right? So they charge certain people over there, we're going to charge you higher. We're going to charge you more for insurance. So when you think about better locations, you're thinking about your ability to charge more in rents. And then you're thinking about lower insurance costs, things like that, other benefits that you can get from that, right? So when you buy in better areas, the money is going to come from the appreciation. So some areas do not appreciate, and that is by design. So you can be in that house 20 years and the needle has not moved in 20 years. Right? So being mindful what areas are going to appreciate. So that's where the money is going to come from. The appreciation, your ability to charge more rent, more equity, and then the tenant is paying down that rent. So you can charge more for rent in those areas, right? Also, those areas are going to appreciate. So that's number one, being mindful of where you buy in the first place. So you're not going to just go buy in an area because it's cheap. You're not going to go buy in an area because it's affordable. You're going to think about, hmm, what's a better location I can buy in? What's going to give me higher appreciation? And where can I charge more? All right. Number two, furnish rentals. Furnish rentals. So um, if you buy furniture, of course that's going to be an expense, added expense up front that you may not want to pay. But if you furnish the property, then you could charge a premium, right? This is going to attract a different um, set of people, primarily people that are relocating to the area. Maybe they are relocating. Maybe they're looking for a house, for example, but they haven't found that house yet. So they're going to stay with you for a while. Um, Maybe you have traveling professionals, like they moved over to that city on a job assignment. traveling nurses, other health professionals, or let's see, any other kind of professionals that are traveling. All right, furnished rentals. You can also charge a security deposit. And so to recap, number one, buying in a better location. That's going to mean different things to different people. Number two, furnished rentals. The added expense of furnishing the property. You can charge a premium. You can charge more because it's furnished. All right. Let's see. Maintenance, maintaining the property. Um, let's see. Maintaining the property. Doing things like changing the filters on the furnace, um, things like that, right? To attract better tenants, all right? Also, going inside of the property um, and see what's going on. So, taking a visit to that property and going inside to actually see what are they doing in that property, what's going on in your property. And then, lastly, increasing the rents over time, increasing the rent over time. So, for example, say you were doing Section 8. All right. So, as in terms of Section 8, you can increase the rent by $200 every year. That happens in November, right? It's not automatic, it's something that you request. All right. Say you're not doing Section 8, but you're going to do traveling nurses, for example. You can increase that rent. So the rent doesn't stay the same. So you're increasing the rents over time. All right. Increasing the rent every 6 months or increasing the rent every year. So you make more money that way. All right. And so those are the way that you can double your income from any rental property. So just to recap, number one, thinking about where you buy in the first place, um, thinking about the better location instead of just buying a property because it's cheap, right? So it's cheap for a reason. So buying in a better location, firstly. Secondly, going through that extra um, work of furnishing the rental, right? You can charge a premium. All right. This is something that some people may not want to do, and other people will be willing to take that extra step of work to furnish the property. And then your reward is that you can charge a premium. Thirdly, maintaining the property. Instead of waiting for things to get worse, you're maintaining it throughout. You're changing the filters and you're going and taking a look inside the property to see what is going on. What's going on inside? What are they doing in that property? And then lastly, increasing the rent over time. So being mindful of that. It's a new year, so it's time for a new price. Of course, keep in mind that taxes are going up every year also. So that's going to buffer that tax increase. But being mindful that you increase the rents um, over time and the rent doesn't stay the same. Because as you know, taxes aren't going to stay the same either. All right. So those are the things that you can do to double your income for any rental property. Do me a favor, if you like this channel, I need you to hit that like button. That helps me out so YouTube can push the video so more people can see the video. If you are not a subscriber, I need you to do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. Feel free to leave a comment in the links below. If you are interested in buying property, either now or in the future, check out the link below. Join the waitlist for the real estate group. Also, if you are a man watching me, check out the link below and check out the hat collection. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you on the next video.